Other great honored and well-documented primary flight instructors that served with Milton Crenchaw were Charlie Fox, James Muscles Wright, Linkwood Williams, Sherman T. Rose, Bob Terry, Charles Stevens, Charlie Fox, Matthew Plummer, C.R. Harris, Wendell Lipscomb, Perry Young, Adolph Moret, John Young III, James A. Hill, Lewis Jackson, Daniel Chappie James, Claude Platt, Charles Alfred Chief Anderson, and former roommates Roscoe Draper and Ernest Henderson. Milton Crenchaw has serviced the Air Force for years and was recognized for his distinguished service in the United States Army, Army Air Corps, for over 30 years of federal service, in all totaling over 40 years of service regarding the government. Milton Crenshaw's career in aviation stemmed from being a crop duster in rural Arkansas to serving the nation at wartime as a civilian squadron commander. He is a member of the Arkansas Aviation Hall of Fame class of 1998 and one of the newest members of the Arkansas Black Hall of Fame class of 2007. Now Mr. Crenchaw can be researched with the Encyclopedia of Arkansas in History and Culture under his name. Milton Crenchaw has been officially recognized by individuals the likes of current President George Bush, former President Bill Clinton, current U.S. Senator Mark Pryor, U.S. Congressman of Arkansas Vic Snyder, Dr. Don Bakke, President of Pulaski Technical College, and current Governor of Arkansas Mike Beebe, and scores of other respected individuals. Milton Crenchaw and his fellow Tuskegee Airmen were recently awarded the Congressional Gold Medal, and this happened on March the 29th of 2007 in Washington, D.C. Mr. Crenchaw is also the recipient of countless other awards, certificates, plaques, and honors. In the 1970s, Milton Crenchaw held the positions of Race Relations Officer and Advisory Council Chairman, and he was recognized for his federal service in 1980. Milton Crenchaw also had the opportunity to help start an aviation program at Philander Smith College in Little Rock between 1947 and 1953. With the assistantship of the Holbert family, namely Richard and Dick, of Central Flying Service at Adamsfield, the Philander Smith College program opened the doors for many other minorities to be trained by Instructor Crenchaw as pilots. Milton Crenchaw, just like his father, the late Reverend Joseph C. Crenchaw, served as a member of the NAACP, deacon of his church, labor relations representative, recruitment representative, and a budget committee member. Milton Crenshaw's impact at Tuskegee landed him in a positive description in the opening credits of A-Train, Memoirs of a Tuskegee Airman, and this was authored by Lieutenant Colonel Charles Chuck Dryden, who just happens to be a former student of Mr. Crenshaw's. He is also featured in a book entitled Black Horizons by fellow aviator and Kansas State Senator Ulysses Rip Gooch. Now at nearly 90 years old, Milton Crenchaw is professionally retired, but his social and educational activities are still being rendered in the greater Little Rock area and beyond. More specifically as a keynote speaker, more recently in Tupelo, Mississippi, at the Youth Cultural Awareness Program, the Hot Springs Rehab and Hospital Center for Memorial Day, and in Mena, Arkansas, he spoke at Rich Mountain Community College for the Military History Program, and of course this event was catered towards the 60-plus crowd. In other words, the youngest person there was 60. I think the oldest was about 100, okay? He is often the target of celebratory engagements and is asked to speak at functions regarding his amazing journey as a civilian instructor in Tuskegee Original. Back in May of this year, Mr. Willie D. Smith, CEO, founder, veteran, and pilot of Smith's International Airport in Sherrill, Arkansas, named his aviation camp in honor of Milton Crenchaw. He is a frequent visitor and guest speaker at Pulaski Technical College and has been the guest of a local talk show, Comcast Newsmakers. Mr. Crenchaw has also starred in a television commercial in 2005 regarding health care. In the present day, Team Crenchaw is currently seeking the assistance of various political figures and organizations to help bring federal funds to social programs like aviation courses for, but not limited to, challenged minority populations. Mr. Crenchaw is connected with the Judge Robert Decatur chapter of the Tuskegee Airmen Incorporated of Jacksonville, Arkansas. This chapter is the 50th chapter nationwide of the Tuskegee Airmen Incorporated. The Decatur chapter has been one of the driving forces behind the activities and travels of Mr. Crenchaw. He is often quoted with saying that he works for the Judge, unquote, and his younger generation of Tuskegee Airmen. The book entitled Air Kansan, The Journey of Milton Crenchaw, is in manuscript form and is about the remarkable journey of this patriot and groundbreaking Arkansan. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you one of our most respected Little Rock legends, adored Arkansas heroes, and admired U.S. citizens, Milton Pitts Crenchaw.
Thank you, Professor. We certainly appreciate the remarks, and I wish that I was living to be able to appreciate what you have said so much about me to where I don't even have to say too much. Giving honor to you that are here to listen to what has been said, those that are from the different offices, from the governor to Mr. Hobart's organization, to the senator, to the representative, and to you that are in the church service. I might mention I see one of my flight buddies from Judge Decatur's outfit, in that one of the things about it is that he's a young man that flies from Jacksonville out to Iraq, Afghanistan, and other places in a C-130, drops off his load and then flies right back. And he and, we'll say, Master Sergeant Brown are the men that run the Judge Decatur's service. I work for them, enjoy doing everything that they ask me to do, go wherever they send me, and try to be a help for an organization of young people that are coming behind us. So to all of you, we said thank you for coming. And I'll have a few words that'll let you know. Can you hear me okay? Mr. Ed Davis has given all of the information that I can possibly think of, but to let you know that I enjoy just listening to some of the things that he has said, and I'll add a few to those. I finished Dunbar High School and Dunbar Junior College after studying in the mechanical division at Dunbar High School. I left Little Rock in September of 1939 to finish my education at Tuskegee Institute. After the time, Tuskegee became involved in aviation under the Civilian Pilot Training Program, which had originated in 1935 under the newly created Civilian Aeronautical Authority. 5 colleges were chosen to participate: Tuskegee Institute in Alabama, Delaware State College in Dover, Hampton Institute in Hampton, Virginia, North Carolina A&T in Greensboro, North Carolina, West Virginia in Virginia State College.